years, I believed in hard lines. Work started at 9, ended at 5, and nothing was allowed to cross that border. When something did, a phone call, a delayed pickup, a rushed errand, I got frustrated and annoyed. And that mood never stayed contained to the hour it started in. It spilled into the rest of my day and also my family every single day. Honestly, they were probably relieved when I left for the office. But then COVID hit. Everyone was suddenly home. My youngest son was under a year old, and pretending work and life were two separate rooms was no longer possible. That's when I found what actually works for me, not balance, but flow. Flow is more flexible, more adaptable, and that works really well for me. And this is where the shift happened for me. I stopped measuring my day by time and looking at the clock and neatly segregating my days in personal and work, and instead embrace the concept of work life flow. Now, some days that means walking away from my desk at 11 a.m. to meet my son's teacher and walking right back in without a shred of guilt. Some days it means running errands at noon instead of fighting evening rush at the dentist's office. And some days it means logging back on after dinner because that's when my head is clearest and the kids are sleeping. I no longer need every hour boxed into work or personal. I just make a list of things that I need to get done, a few things at home, a few things at work, and I decide when and how. Now, this has been quite life changing for me. I'm able to integrate different aspects of my life into one day and not feel guilty about it. Most importantly, the stress I used to feel to stick to either one side has now left the building. Now I'm getting comfortable with one area spilling a bit into the other side because I have embraced that that's just how life works, at least at this stage of my life. By doing this, I stay more calm, which ultimately boosts my productivity at work. Even if you don't have so many competing priorities, you might be someone who just works better at certain hours of the day. This might help you as well. For me, the concept of work and life management has become redundant, and I embrace and really enjoy the concept of work life flow. There are days when I can just focus on work with no distractions, and I love those days. But then there are days where I remind myself that it is no longer about boundaries, but focusing on tasks that need to be done, and they can be done at any time and any way that works best for me. I have now embraced work life flow. Now, I know some of you will not agree with this and say that work life flow is just a poor excuse to work all day and it blurs the line between personal and professional. But flow isn't the absence of boundaries. It's just redefining what traditional boundaries have meant for us in the first place. In today's age of work, we have the freedom to define those boundaries and to create something that really works for us. So today, I want to invite you to try this concept if you're not already doing so, and let me know if it helps you. And I also want to check with you, how have you managed the pull between work and life? Any tools, rituals, or hard-won lessons? Do drop them in the comments. And till we speak next week, keep forging.